Hello, welcome to episode 2 of Sarah Millican's How to Be Champion Special Lady Storytime. That definitely sounds like I'm like, look, my hands are visible. I can only do one at a time because I'm holding a book. Or am I? Am I holding my vagina? Who knows? I know. Never hold a book and a vagina. Paper cuts. Genuine distressing. Anyway, right, let's get cracking because I am rambling. I hope you're smiling today, and if not, I hope you are after this. So episode 2 starts with chapter 1, a bit about me. I'm guessing you bought my book. Oh, well, you haven't, have you? I mean, you might have done, and you might be reading along, but if you haven't, I still forgive you. It's bloody pandemic, for God's sake. I'm guessing you bought my book because you know the basics about me. Glasses, cake, potty mouth. And would like to know more. Well, before we get into the nitty-gritty, here are 6 stories that sum me up. So if you're cramming for your NVQ in Sarah Millican, inhale these first. Hi, Brody. Cat's just rubbed himself against my legs, bless him. I'm a performer who, as a kid, was afraid to perform. I was quiet as a mouse at school. But at home, I used to make up poems and would read them aloud from behind a curtain. I was about 8, and the curtain in the breakfast room only went down to my knees. My mum suggested the curtain thing, and oddly it gave me confidence. If I did a good job, my mum would give me a banana. When it came to learn about the birds and the bees, my mum said, "How do you want me to tell you?" And I said, "Can I go behind the curtain?" It was clearly a safe place, which was fine until I came out and she gave me a banana, like I was supposed to get cracking straight away. She'd also asked which word I wanted her to use for the man's bits, and I said, dick. I still have sex behind a curtain today. A curtain of confidence and or darkness. I was destined to tell jokes for a living. For Halloween, my sister Victoria, being 6 years older than me, decided she was too old to take this 10-year-old out, so my mum suggested I trick-or-treated on my own. Great idea, but I was only allowed to trick-or-treat our house. So I used to go out of the back door and walk around the block, which took less than 2 minutes, wearing a shawl that was covered in fake blood from Strand, the local card shop. I'd knock on the front door and my mum would leave it a few minutes to make it exciting. What if she didn't answer? Then she'd open the door and say trick or treat. She'd always say trick, and I'd tell her a couple of jokes. Oh, and I'd say, I fucked up, haven't I? Oh, God, we can't go back. We haven't got time to edit, kids. Then she'd open the door and I'd say trick or treat. She'd always say trick, and I'd tell her a couple of jokes that I'd memorised from Janet and Alan Alberg's The Ha Ha Bonk book, which was the first book in my imaginary library, ordered alphabetically, of course. Then she'd give me a mini Milky Way and I'd go in the house. And that's my job now. But I get cash instead of mini Milky Ways, and it's all my own work. Now, at this point, I'm going to apologise because there's crunching going on. It's because Brody, having woken up and rubbed himself on my knees, is now eating his food. Maybe I thought the kitchen would be a quiet place. I was wrong. I have a big working class chip on my shoulder. The first time I bought a first class train ticket, it was by accident. And when the conductor came along to where I was sitting in standard class, he said, "You should be along there," pointing to the first class carriage. I said, "Oh no, I don't think so." I thought everyone would look like Downton Abbey, and I was putting on my makeup out of a sandwich bag. He pointed to the ticket and said, "It says first class, look." I said, "Oh no, I don't think I'd feel comfortable in first class." To which he replied, "Oh no, there's plenty of your sort down there." Cheeky fucker. I'm quite dull. I had a hash cake in Amsterdam and fell asleep complaining the cake was rubbish. It was. Terrible cake. I'm rubbish at sticking to things. I tried the clarinet and marriage. Didn't put the work in and had them both taken off me. Trying things helps you find out who you are. I am a non-musical, married divorcee who takes pictures of puddings and is partial to Philip Schofield. Hey, not everyone is an adventurer, okay? I love my animals. One of the best days of my whole life was when a veterinary nurse said I could put clothes on my dog. As per the adoption rules, he'd had his gentleman's surgery, gentleman? Future Marvel character, surely? And we'd been assured he'd bounce back in 24 hours or so. It took him a month to recover. A month. He didn't eat or drink for days. We were beside ourselves. Also, he wasn't great with the cones. We tried rigid ones, he refused to move. We tried the floppy ones, he'd just get out of them. We were struggling with how to stop him having access to his stitches when the veterinary nurse said we could put some pants on him. I didn't need asking twice. We stood in Asda Kids section, puzzling over which size he'd be. We got age 4, as he was age 4. I cut a hole out of the bum for his tail and put them on him, taking up the slack with a hairband. He didn't seem to mind them on, but growled when we tried to take them off or put them back on after a wee, so we went back to trying the cones. But for 2 glorious hours, I had a medical professional's permission to put pants on my dog. And yes, there's a photo in the photo section. Go, I'll wait. Now, I feel like I should show you the photo, shouldn't I, at that point? Let me have a look. The photo of the dog. I should have thought of this a bit earlier, but I did not. Rambling. Oh, go down the photo. There we go. If you can see, there's a photo of him in his pants. Such an excellent thing. God bless him. And now I've lost my page. No, I haven't. So the How to Be Champion tip at the end of chapter 1 is this. Remember something you were good at as a kid and bring it back as a hobby now that you're an adult. I gave gardening a go and also crying whenever I drop something on the floor and can't find it. Crying always makes it appear again, oddly. And that is the end of episode 2. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Take care, look after yourself, stay in the house, wash your fucking hands. See you tomorrow. Lots of love. Bye-bye.
Hello, it's Sarah Millican here. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all of my latest videos. Don't forget to like, pop a comment below, and why not stick around to watch a few more? I'm sure those emails or those dishes can wait a bit longer.